Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And as you mentioned, this hearing comes at an incredible time of human loss from the floods in Texas, and now we know in New Mexico and North Carolina. But I want to offer my condolences to the families who've lost loved ones in this unimaginable tragedy and to the people of Texas. We grieve along with you as a nation. Our thoughts and prayers do go to the families to ask for strength for them to deal with this incredible loss. And as you said, there is a time and a place to figure out what transpired. You know, for us in the Northwest, where natural disasters, whether it's fire, flooding, earthquakes, or the big one that is someday going to hit, this issue of first responders and communication is really important to us too. So I too want to thank the National Guard for their incredible work and response to this incident. I want to thank the Coast Guard men and women. Pretty sure we train those surfmen and out on the Olympic, Long Beach area of our state, and we're very proud of what they do to get those men and women ready to help do the search and rescue. But clearly, first responders did everything that they were asked to do in response to this flood. But as you said, Mr. Chairman, there will be others. So I agree that we should figure out what we can do in the future to improve our communication system, to improve the science behind the information, and to figure out how we best prepare for the future. Today, we're considering Dr. Jacobs to be the NOAA administrator, Mr. Taylor to be the Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Environmental Observation and Protection, and Mr. Kumar to be the Assistant Secretary. NOAA does play an incredible, important role in preserving life and property, and obviously good data behind your weather reporting for sustainable fisheries to get food on the table, to support our domestic product. You play a critical role in safety and economic competitiveness. And so obviously I'm going to ask today about the cuts to NOAA and how, as a science agency, you preserve the core mission of an agency when we're cutting so much of the science and the science budget. The budget eliminates the Office of Oceanic and Atmospheric Research R&D arm, which is critical to improving lead times and accuracy of information. NOAA's R&D is at the cutting edge of science and projects like Warn-On Forecast, which will give communities more notice about tornadoes and other severe weather events by using prediction models instead of waiting to detect weather service that is already occurring. The budget proposal also eliminates NOAA's Integrated Ocean Observing System program, the buoy system. This is a very bipartisan program that helps us, particularly in the Northwest, in detecting the potential of tsunamis, hurricane forecast, fisheries, marine transportation. And even though the administration put out an executive order calling for growing American fisheries, I believe that we are doing the opposite if we're not investing in the kind of stock assessments that we need to deal with fisheries management. So while the administration seeks to slash NOAA's budget, it has also taken a sledgehammer to its workforce. Since the start of the year, NOAA's workforce has been gutted by 2,000 employees. The agency currently has over 3,000 vacant positions, most of which cannot be filled due to the hiring freeze. For example, Pendleton, Oregon, the forecast office serving Central Washington, no longer has 24/7 local coverage because of their 44% vacancy rate. And in my opinion, that is unacceptable in the height of fire season. The hiring freeze also resulted in 160 vacancies at NOAA's research ships, resulting in 30% of those ships being left at the docks this summer instead of charting navigation in the Arctic, serving key weather buoys and conducting stock assessments. So for Washington, 2 pollock stock assessment surveys and 1 salmon survey have already been canceled. Now, what this means is that people can't fish. We don't have the science. They can't fish. We don't know. We're putting billions of dollars of economic activity at risk. So the West Coast region of NOAA fisheries has lost so many staff that we no longer have key experts to negotiate salmon or other treaties, and entire permitting teams are gone, and local communities are begging for answers on these. So I expect to hear how we're going to defend the science mission without the people and without the science to help deliver those essential services. I want to know what our real plan is that we're going to continue to protect our environment. Mr. Jordan, if confirmed, you will be responsible for advising the administrator on weather, water, climate, and related matters. And I hope that you will tell us today how you also plan to counter cuts to the weather program and where you stand on the R&D investment that we need to improve forecasts, such as supercomputing forecasts. Climate change is driving more intense hurricanes, more frequent severe atmospheric rivers, rain events, and is doubling the number of wildfires. According to NOAA, since 1980, we've had on average 9 extreme weather events annually that have cost us over $1 billion each. So from 1980, 9 extreme events. But in the last 5 years, that has spiked to 23 events per year, and last year it was 27 events. So we can see that we're having more devastating impact and the cost to all of us. So we're in a state of emergency that's getting worse, and we need to come up with better solutions. So we know how to do this. In 2015, as firefighters were fighting a devastating wildfire in Oceanic County and wind patterns changed, resulting in the loss of firefighters, we implemented new tools to help with the training of a new system that would help us get better information and get that information faster. I should also note that today the OIG for the Department of Commerce Office of Inspector General released a report on our National Weather Service tornado forecasting system and the things that they believe the office has gotten wrong on in forecasting the shortcomings of that system and 6 plans for improvement. And so we'll probably ask you about that as well. So finally, Mr. Kumar, you'd be leading the Legislative Affairs Department. Simply put, the department's critical engagement with members of this committee is not happening at the level we need it to happen. So I expect you will help fundamentally change that if confirmed and make sure that as members ask for information and data from the agency that they will receive it in a timely manner. So thank you, Mr. Chairman. And again, our hearts are with you, your colleague, Senator Cornyn, the many people of Texas, and we will work with you in whatever fashion we can to help move forward and to help Texans in any way, and obviously our colleagues here on the committee from New Mexico and our colleagues in the larger body from North Carolina. But thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I wanted to say thank you to all my colleagues who have reached out on both sides of the aisle.